Hello, my name is Meredith Maltby, and this summer I did an internship at Chicago Ideas. Chicago Ideas is a nonprofit organization based in Chicago that recruits writers, artists, entrepreneurs, and other big thinkers to come to Chicago and speak about their experiences. I was an editorial intern, and I assisted in posting content to their online blog, social media, and organizing a variety of tasks. My internship contribution was the Chicago Ideas blog. This is what I was most closely involved with, and I contributed over 10 blog posts to the blog. I like to write, so it was very cool to contribute ideas to the Chicago community. I'm still in the process of producing these blog posts. However, it was not what I expected when I first came to Chicago Ideas. I had to stretch my brain in ways I was not used to. For example, I had to produce speaker showcase posts, which involve unearthing old Chicago Ideas talks from the videos from our archives and reappropriating them on the blog. I had to dig out the most fundamental ideas of each video and put them in bullet points along with quotes in the blog post. Parsing down content for the most relevant information was a skill that I utilized during my internship. I do a version of this in my English classes, so this is a good challenge that I felt I met. Overall, I enjoyed my internship very much at Chicago Ideas and was able to utilize my English skills to contribute to the organization and get more in touch with the community of Chicago. One neat thing about my internship was that, beside for weekly talks and lectures, most of Chicago Ideas' efforts lead up to a single week in October called Chicago Ideas Week, which is an event packed with 10 to 15 speakers every day. Part of my contribution involved amassing an enormous spreadsheet of tweets. For all the speakers that come to Chicago Ideas, I wrote 3 tweets for each person beforehand to post on their Twitter, so nobody has to deal with it when Chicago Ideas Week rolls around in October. All the tweets are pre-made for the speakers, and one of my jobs was to continually add to this spreadsheet as more speakers confirmed and were added to the Chicago Ideas list. I wrote over 200 tweets, 3 for each speaker, so this is part of my internship contribution as well. I learned that working in a nonprofit is difficult because getting sponsors and donors requires a lot of time and effort. This challenge was navigated when I helped Strategic Partnerships, which is the part of Chicago Ideas that deals with getting sponsors and members to donate money basically to keep it running. And I was helping them gather potential sponsors for Chicago Ideas Week. And a success in my internship was being able to use my writing and English skills to send emails to potential sponsors, and this helped my writing skills as well, and also to help contribute to the Chicago Ideas blog, which in turn helped me feel more a part of my community and more a part of the Chicago Ideas staff, especially within strategic partnerships. My English major has also helped me draft emails, like I said, communicate with staff and other interns, and even write a creative set of instructions for an intern scavenger hunt that I organized. This scavenger hunt was for the interns, and it basically was to incentivize putting Chicago Ideas Week posters around the city of Chicago. So there were groups of 2 interns for each, and everybody got a neighborhood, and we had to plan where everybody had to go in the neighborhood to put up posters. So this is really fun to post on social media, and again, I felt more of a community with interns and just with Chicago in general, and being able to explore Chicago in that way was a very unique part of my internship. Moving forward, I believe I will go into book publishing, and my editorial internship at Chicago Ideas will absolutely help in this pursuit. I have another internship with Curbside Splendor Publishing, which is in Chicago as well, and it's also a part-time unpaid internship. And I've discovered that I really want to use my writing skills and book publishing skills, and even the things I learned at Chicago Ideas with strategic partnerships, where I have to contact potential authors, set up book readings, talk to bookstores, etc. So my internship with Chicago Ideas really helped me develop these sort of skills that I'll need in the real world. Also, I've learned valuable communication skills and have drawn closer to my community because of Chicago Ideas community focus. We also have the Chicago Ideas Youth Initiative, which is basically we try to get young people more involved with their community at a younger age. And so we organize youth initiatives to make it fun and incentivize that. And so I was involved in that as well. And it made me remember my passion for working with kids. And maybe one day I'll write or edit children's books. So it helped me in that regard as well. My internship coordinator was named Katie, and she always had a positive attitude, and she was very skilled at utilizing interns. And one of my favorite days at Chicago Ideas was our networking day, when Katie basically organized people to come in and talk to us interns, of which there's 7 other interns, and just focused on networking and how to have your own personal brand and how to present that to potential employers. And that was very, very helpful. And so Katie, my internship coordinator, was great, and I would recommend her to other people applying to internships. Also, Katie assigned me to work with Aaron, who is the managing editor at Chicago Ideas, which was a very smart move because Aaron is the managing editor, and she's the most involved with the writing stuff at Chicago Ideas. So working alongside Erin was really helpful because she had been doing this for a couple years now, and she's actually a part-time worker at Chicago Ideas and has another part-time job within the same building across the hall. But she was just very passionate about her job, even though it was part-time, and it was very inspiring to work with her. If I were to give advice to a prospective intern, like I said, I would definitely speak highly of Chicago Ideas internship, because even though it's unpaid, you learn very valuable networking skills, and there's specific intern days. I think we've had 3, one of which was the networking day. And Katie is very good at intern education, so you learn a lot just about what it takes to build up your resume and network and gain really valuable skills. So this focus was really important for me, and I would definitely recommend it to prospective interns. And also each intern was involved in work that had to do with their specific major, like communications, in my case English, marketing, etc. And they are matched personally by Katie to their corresponding Chicago Ideas staff member to work most closely with. And there's about 20 Chicago Ideas staff members. So it's very small and everyone's working very close together. So you can always just pop over to someone's desk if you need help, which is very helpful. And so it's nice that I was matched with someone that was my specific interest, and I could work along other interns and people my age that had different interests, and we could sort of collaborate in that way. So overall, I very much enjoyed my internship at Chicago Ideas, especially my internship contribution, which consisted mostly of the over 10 blog posts that I wrote, which allowed me to get closer to the community. And actually, one of them was today published in the Chicago Tribune, and I didn't even know about that until this morning. So that was very cool, and I didn't know anybody was actually reading the post until I saw that someone from the Chicago Tribune published it. So that was very cool, and made me feel closer to the Chicago community. So overall, I would definitely recommend my internship.